Amanda here. Today we're going to be doing a core mat workout. All of these exercises are going to be neck and lower back friendly. So let's just start with a warm up, starting out with our arms in a T position. From here, just pull your shoulder blades back in together. We're going to pulse, squeezing through the shoulders, sitting up nice and tall. Pull the shoulder blades and squeeze. Exhale on the squeeze. Breathing through it. 2 more here. 1 left. Turn the palms facing in. From here, reach in and pull back. Full range of motion here, squeezing, opening up through the chest. Exhaling as you pull. 2 more here. And place your fingertips just behind your ears, lifting through the chest, pull the elbows back. From here, just side bend gently down to the right and over to the left, squeezing, pulling that shoulder blade back and down, just opening up through the upper back and chest. We're going to be taking this to a laying position in just a moment. Just trying to open up. 2 more here. 1 left. And lastly, keep those elbows in nice and tight, palms facing up, and let's rotate out. From here, try to squeeze your shoulder blades back and down on that outward motion. Exhale. Breathing through this. Exhale on the way out. Inhale on the way back in. 2 more. 1 left. And shake it out. We're going to take this into a laying position. From here, we're going to be doing a version of the dead bug. So we're going to lift our arms up and then drive the back of the shoulder blades down into the floor. From here, raise your legs up so your hips, knees, and ankles are all at 90 degrees. And we're going to heel tap slowly down toward the floor. And the key here is to keep your heels pressed out and your toes should be pulled in toward you. Let's exhale, tap the right leg down. Here we go. Tap the heel. 10. Over to the other side. 9. Now to brace your core, I want you to gently push your lower back down into the floor. We're keeping the head, neck, and shoulders connected to the mat. So we're not putting any strain on the neck, but we're gently pushing that lower back down to stabilize the trunk. Abs are in. 3. Keep this up. 2. 1 more here. And 1. If your hips are getting tired, don't worry, we're going to lower them down. Feet are going to be flat on the floor here. Arms at your sides, shoulder blades down. From here, we're going into pelvic abdominal bracing. So once again, we're going to press that lower back down into the floor as we exhale forcefully. So exhale through your mouth forcefully and push your lower back down into the floor. Keep holding. 3, 2, 1, and then release. Let your lower back rest. Inhale here, and let's get ready to go again. Exhale, push the lower back down into the floor, bracing the core. The head stays connected to the mat. We're squeezing the abs and release. 2 more here. Exhale and push the lower back down into the mat, pressing downwards, bracing the abs. 3, 2, 1. Release. 1 more. Exhale and push your lower back down into the floor. Keep bracing. Abs are in. 3, 2, 1, and release. We're going to walk our feet into a wide position. So I'm right at the edge of my mat with my feet. Toes are flared out. Keep your head down and let's lift up nice and high. Now from here in this wide position, you're really going to feel those glutes engage. Try to squeeze the butt cheeks together and hold. We're going to hold for 15 seconds here, keeping the butt cheeks squeezed and the hips as high as you can. Drive the back of your shoulder blades down into the mat. That's going to help you keep those legs lifted. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Let's take it back to our dead bug position. Hips, knees, and ankles at 90 degrees. Heels pressed out. Drive the shoulders down into the mat. Let's tap the heel down. Let's go for 8. Breathing through it. 7. Now the key here is to keep your heel pressed out, but still driving your lower back down into the mat. It should feel like your abs are braced the entire time. Keep breathing. One more here. And lower it down. Back to abdominal bracing. Feet flat on the floor, knees bent, arms at your sides. We're exhaling for 4, pressing the lower back down into the mat. Ready? Here we go. Exhale and push your lower back down into the floor. And release. Inhale here, get ready. Exhale and pushing the lower back down into the floor, bracing through the trunk, and release. Inhale, get ready to go for rep 3, and tilting that lower back down into the mat, pressing downward. You should feel the core bracing the whole rep. And release. One more. Inhale. Get ready. Exhale and squeezing and bracing the core, keeping the head down so the head should not be cranked up or lifted. And release. Let's take it back to our glute bridge. Let's walk those feet nice and wide. I'm right to the edges of my mat. Lift those hips up and squeeze, pushing the butt cheeks together. You should feel the lower back bracing and the glutes squeezing. Keep those hips lifted. Breathe through it. Make sure that you're not holding your breath. Try to drive the back of the shoulder blades down into the mat. 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. One more round. Dead bug. Hips, knees, and ankles at 90. You can have your arms lifted or down at your side if you're fatiguing. Heels pressed out, shoulder blades into the mat. Ready? Let's go for 6 here, nice and slow. 6. We're really gonna slow these reps down. 5. Bracing the abs. Remember, press the lower back down into the floor. Keep your heels pushed out. You should really feel those ankles working to pull the toes inward and press the heels out. One more here, slow. And relax it down. Pelvic abdominal bracing, heels flat on the floor, shoulder blades back and down. We're going to exhale forcefully, 4 reps. Ready? Here we go. Remember, push your lower back down into the mat, really squeeze and brace. And relax. Inhale here, exhale, and push down. And you should hear your breathing. It should be an extensive breath held outward. And relax. One more here. Pushing the lower back down into the mat and bracing the core. And release. One more glute bridge. Nice wide foot position here. Lift up nice and high. Drive the shoulder blades down and hold 15 seconds. Remember, try to press the back of your shoulder blades down into the mat and squeeze your butt cheeks together, holding, keeping the knees pressed out so they're not caving inward. That's really going to make those glutes do the work here. 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. We're going to take this into a seated position. You can grab some water if you like. So I want to come up to seated, and in this position, just sitting cross-legged, however is comfortable for you. Nice and tall, and make sure that you're sitting on the bottom of your butt cheeks. Oftentimes we have a tendency to sit at the top of our butt cheeks, which causes us to round through the back. So walk your butt cheeks back just a little bit so you're sitting up nice and tall. Place your fingertips just behind your ears, chest lifted. Imagine there's a string pulling your chest up toward the ceiling. We're going to rotate to the side, back to center, and over to the other side. Let's go for 12. Ready? Here we go. Exhale, twist, back to the middle, exhale, over to the other side. Sitting up nice and tall, make sure that the shoulders are not caving at any point. Try to keep the elbows back and the abs braced. This one should feel pretty good if you've been sitting at a desk all day. It should feel like a nice stretch through the upper back and shoulders. Breathing through it. 2 left here. 1 more. And shake out the shoulders. We're going to take it back to another bridge position. This time we're going to add a leg lower. So our feet are going to be shoulder width apart in this bridge. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Place your hands on either side. Lift up, pushing your heels down into the floor. Now you can either stay here and hold or extend your right leg out, and from here, keep the heel pressed out. We're going to lower it down halfway and back up. Let's go for 8 reps. Here we go. Lower down and up. Down and up. Now the lower back should be stabilizing here. Keep the hip on the opposite leg pushed up and try not to let your hips drop down at any point during this lift. Breathe through it. 2 more. Try to keep your hips square toward the ceiling. And shake it out. Lower that leg down. Let's switch it out. The other leg is going to come up. Lift through the hips and lower for 8. Here we go. 8. Back up. 7. We're just lowering halfway down, not all the way to the floor. Abs are pulled in. Keep those hips elevated and push through the heel on the anchored leg that's on the floor. 3. Abs are in. 2. Don't let your hips drop. And 1. Lower it down. Let's take it back to our seated position for thoracic twist. So up to seated here, sitting up nice and tall. Remember, sit on the bottom of your butt cheeks. Lift through the chest. Place your fingertips behind your ears. Pull those elbows back. Let's go for 10. 10. Breathing through it. 9. Bracing through the core. 8. Exhale. You've got it. Twisting and bracing. 2 left. 2 and 1. Back down. Let's take it to our leg lower bridge. Bridge position, feet shoulder width apart, hands at your sides. Lift those hips up, and the knees should be pointed toward the ceiling. So let's lift right leg up, driving the left heel down into the floor. 6 leg lowers. 6. Breathe through it. 5. Hips are elevated. 4. Keep it going. 3. Push those hips up. 2. 1 more here. 1. Bring that leg in. Over to the left leg. Extend. Keep those hips up nice and high. Here we go. 6. Heel is pressed out. 5. Push the heel down into the floor. 4. Keep it up. 3. Abs are in. 2. Really focusing on the lower back. And bring it in. 1 more round, thoracic twist. Let's come up to seated. Sitting up nice and tall. Remember, bottom of the butt cheeks. Sitting tall, elbows back. Here we go. For 8. 8. Breathe through. 7. Pulling that shoulder blade back. Bracing through the core. Abs are in. 4. 3. 2. And 1. 1 more, bridging leg lower, just 4 reps. This time, we're taking it slow. Lift the legs up, hips are high, drive the shoulder blades down into the mat, and extend the right leg out. We're gonna go super slow here. Ready? 4 count. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 1 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Shake it out. Other side. Lift that left leg up. Drive the right heel down into the floor. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 more rep here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand lower it down. We're going to take this to our next round. Grab a water break if you like. we're going to be going into a side plank position. Now in the side plank, I like to bend my bottom knee. This provides a base of support while the top leg is extended. So from here, I'm going to place my forearm on the mat, my bottom leg is bent, and my top leg is extended with the heel pressed out, and then push the chest out and squeeze your shoulder blades back and together. Try to pull your abs in nice and tight. From here, we're going to add a leg lift. We're going to lift that leg up to the side, squeezing through the glute. Ready? Let's go for 8. 8, breathe through it. 7, keep that chest pushed out. 6, breathe through. 5, abs are in. 4, keep this up. 3, almost there. 2, and 1. All right, let's take this back to the middle. From here, we're gonna go into a dead bug with another type of exhale and press. So for this one, we're going to take the bottom of our palms, exhale and push against our knees so that our thighs are going to be pressing in toward the base of the palm of the hand as we exhale forcefully and push out. And once again, we're going to do this for 4 breaths. So palms are facing in, lift your hips up so your knees are at 90, exhale and press, bracing the core, and then lower it back down. Ready? Exhale and lower it back down. Breathe through, exhale. Lower down, exhale. And lower it down. Let's side plank over on the other side. Turn to the side here. Once again, bend that bottom knee, forearm on the mat, lift your hips up, place your hand on your hip, and that top leg heel should be pressed out, shoulder blades pulled back. Let's lift up for 8. Here we go. 8, breathe through. 7, squeezing. 6, lifting through that glute. 5, keeping the heel pushed out. 4, abs are in. 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it back to our dead bug with the exhale. And that exhale helps to work a muscle called the transverse abdominis, which attaches at the diaphragm. So when we move our diaphragm and contract, that makes the transverse abdominis contract. So we're pushing the air out of the lungs. All right, let's get ready. Here we go. Exhale and push. Breathing through it, squeezing the core, and release. Going for 4 here. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. 1 more here. Exhale. And relax the core. Back to our side plank. Starting off on that right side. Bottom knee bent, forearm on the mat, lift your hips up. Try to squeeze those shoulder blades together and angle your heel outward. Let's lift up for 6 this time. 6, breathe through. 5, bracing the core. 4, abs are in. 3, keep it up. 2, 1 more. 1, and 1 more set of dead bug with the exhale. Hands out, ready? Here we go. Exhale and bracing the core. Go for 4 here. Exhale. Really strong exhale every rep. 1 more. Exhale and push. And relax. 1 more side plank over to the other side. Turn to the left. Bottom knee bent. Forearm on the mat. Lift through the chest and angle the heel out. Ready? Let's go for 6. 6, breathe through it. 5, squeezing that glute. 4, abs are in. 3, 2, and 1. And lower it down. Grab a water break here. Shake it out. I'm going to demonstrate our next round. Up next, we're going into a half kneeling position, which means we are going to bring 1 leg forward and 1 leg back. So we're in our kneeling position here. Right now, I've got my right leg forward, and I'm going to place my arms hand over hand so I can create some upper body resistance. So lift through the chest and push your hip bones forward. Pull the shoulder blades back and down and interlock your fingers. From here, squeeze your shoulder blades back and let's twist and pull. Squeezing and bracing. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then release. Shake out your arms. Interlock, shoulder blades back. Exhale, twist. And pull. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. 2 more on this side. Interlock the fingers, shoulder blades back. Exhale, pull. Breathing through it. You're squeezing the shoulder blades back and bracing the obliques. And shake it out. In between, we're going to take this to a kneeling position. Hands flat on the mat, back flat and chest out. From here, we're going to add a bird dog. So we're going to take right hand and left foot extended out, bring it in, and then switch left hand and right leg extended out. And the goal here is to squeeze and brace the lower back and glutes, but stay stable through the back. So I want you to imagine that you're balancing a glass of water in the center of your spine, trying not to spill it as you transition between reps. Ready? Here we go. Exhale for 8. Slow. 8. And then bring it in. Switch legs. 7. Point your fingers. Point your toes. Transition slowly. Really extending. Exhale. Focus on the lower back here. Breathing through this. Abs are in. Pointing the finger, pointing the toes. That's it. Exhale. 2 more here. Breathing through. 1 more, 1 more. Nice and slow. And bring it in. From here, left leg is going to come forward. We're in that back to that half kneeling position. From here, lift through the chest. Pull your shoulder blades back and interlock the fingers. We're going to twist over to the left side. Ready? Here we go. Exhale, pull. Bracing the core. You're pulling your shoulders apart and back in. Exhale, pull. Breathing through this. Hips are forward. Squeeze the obliques. Back in. Shake up the shoulders if you need to. Exhale. Pull. Squeezing the shoulder blades back. 1 more here. Exhale, twist. And pull. Keeping that tension on. And shake it out. We're going back to bird dog. Kneeling position. Back is flat. Chest is out. Abs are in. Ready? Let's extend. Here we go. Slow. Going for 8 again. 8. Bring it in. Remember, when you shift, try not to spill the glass of water that's in the center of your spine. Exhale. Really reaching with the fingers and the toes. The more you reach, the more you're going to feel that lower back stabilize and squeeze. Exhale. Pointing the fingers and toes every rep. You should feel your lower back working here. Core is strong. We've got 2 more. Exhale. 1 more here. Breathing through. And shake it out. We're going back to our kneeling position once again. Right leg forward. In that semi-kneeling position, keep the hip bones forward. Hand over hand. Set your shoulder blades back. Exhale and twist. So you're pulling, keeping the obliques in a braced position. Back to center, shake it out if you like. Ready, exhale. Squeeze that shoulder blade back, you're pulling. Bring it in, shake it out if you like, exhale. Twisting, squeezing those obliques every rep. Bring it in, shake it out. One more here, exhale. Strengthening the back and the obliques, bracing the core, and in. One more set of bird dog. Take it to a kneeling position, back flat, abs in. Pull and brace the core. Ready? 6 reps this time. 6. Pointing and squeezing. Exhale. 5. Abs are braced. Remember, glass of water in the center of your back. You're trying not to spill it. Stay as steady as you possibly can. Pull your belly button in every rep. Extend the fingertips out every rep. Lifting through that shoulder. One more. And lower it down. One last set. Half kneeling. So let's bring that left leg forward. Hips are facing forward here. Hand over hand. Lift through the chest. Set the shoulder blades back. Exhale and twist. 4 reps. Squeeze. Tension on. Tension on. And relax. You can shake it out if you like. Exhale. Twist. Pulling. And bracing. You should feel those obliques stabilizing. And back. Shake it out. 2 more. Exhale. Remember, forceful exhale helps to stabilize the core and work the transverse. Bring it in. 1 more. Hand over hand. Exhale. Pulling and bracing. And bring it in. Shake it out. Let's stretch it out here. Bring those knees back. Now we're going to go into child pose to stretch out the back. I like to go nice and wide. If your hip flexibility is better, you can bring your knees in a little bit more. We're going to walk this out and drop down. Drop your head down between your arms. Nice big exhale. Relaxing your breathing, letting your heart rate come down to pre-exercise levels as we stretch. And gently lift up out of it. Take your left hand, loop it up so the palm is facing up, and drop down, slightly twisting so that you're looking to your left palm. Just dropping that shoulder down just a little bit, really stretching through those shoulders here. Exhale, breathing through it, and gently come up out of it. Bring that left arm back. Take the right palm, loop it under, and look to your right palm as you stretch. Dropping back down, you should feel that stretch in the front of the shoulder on the right side. Nice deep breathing here. And let's walk that hand back. From here, we're going to come up to a kneeling position, walk those legs in. We're going to stretch out the hip. Hip bones forward. Place your hands on your hips and then drop the shoulder blades back and down and really press the hips forward here. Stretching through the back leg hip flexor. Nice deep breathing. And loosen up the hips, drop the other leg down, take it over to the other side. Push the hip bones forward, relax the shoulders and elbows, and exhale. So the hip bone of the back leg is pressed forward to really lengthen through the hip flexor. And loosen up the hips. We're going to take this to a seated position, stretching through the mid-back, sitting up nice and tall, however is comfortable for you. From here, take your hands. The outside of your hand should resist against your thigh. Exhale and twist. Imagine there's a string pulling your chest up toward the ceiling, and you're twisting to the side, getting that nice big stretch in the mid-back. Try to relax through the shoulders. And lastly, let's walk it over to the other side. Press the outside of the hand against the leg, lifting through the chest, stretching through the mid-back, and letting that heart rate come down. And let's take it back to the center. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. We're all done for today. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you again soon.